Shalom, give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to your brother teaching in all truth and sincerity. This is scripture today, Joshua 24, verse 15, and I'm gonna read it. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose ye this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose lands you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So when Joshua gathered all the 12 tribes of Israel, from the judges to elders, to basically from the top man to the I would say the basically the baker and the tribes. Anyway, he gathered all the tribes together, and he basically said, choose who you going to serve. You're going to serve those idols that your fathers served, the ones that were on the other side of the flood. He mentioned Terah, who was Abraham's father. He mentioned the fathers that were in Egypt. When you read up before the 15th verse, he mentioned the fathers that served other gods in Egypt, because we were in Egypt for 430 years. So, and we were delivered from Egypt right when Moses came and started, and when Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when Yahweh told Moses to go and get our people out of Egypt, and Aaron was with him to help him get our people out of Egypt. Because so when Aaron and Moses were working together to get our people out of Egypt, the Most High he plagued the Egyptians to get us out of Egypt. And as much as he plagued the Egyptians, the Pharaoh's heart was hardened. And I believe the last plague of the Egyptian, the last plague that Yahweh plagued the Egyptians with, was the time when the Passover, and he killed all the firstborn of all in that land. Like our people had to put lamb's blood on our doorposts, on the side of the doorpost, and I think across above the doorpost. They had to put the first of like a lamb without blemish. I think the firstborn lamb without blemish, without spot on it, had to put that blood on the doorpost and the top of the door. And he basically killed off one of the Pharaoh's oldest son, his firstborn son. And he basically killed off that, and that's when Pharaoh let us go. But then he didn't really want us to go. Then he tried to come after us, and then the Most High split the Red Sea. And when the Egyptians tried to come after us after we crossed the Red Sea, he drowned the Egyptians in their chariots in the Red Sea. So, basically Joshua explained and told what the Most High did for us. He helped us in Jericho. We didn't lift up basically a sword to take that city down. We walked around Jericho blowing the trumpets, and that's how them walls went down. I think we went around there 7 times. I believe it's 7 times. You know, so and I don't. Yeah, I believe it was 7 times. Um, to bring down those walls, and then and in this land, um, we we ended up getting these Canaanites out of this land, and they were brought into our hands, and we took that land too. So basically, it was all with the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, who got us into the land of Israel. So um basically he was saying, who you gonna serve? The Most High has done all these things for us. Are you going to serve the Lord Yahweh? Are you going to serve those idols which have done nothing for our people in the first place? All these idols that we serve now, like the 2/3 that serve now, like they serve white Jesus, who ain't doing nothing for our people, and and his name is not Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. You know, like that's the man. Like you think Jesus is a white man, he's really a dark skinned, um, a dark skinned Judite who don't have long flowy hair. He has an afro. Uh, I I believe his afro, which I understand from Revelations, first chapter, verse 13 through 15. It said his hair is white like wool, and his feet unto fine brass as they burn in the furnace. So the man you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is not no white man. He's a dark skinned man, and the one of them idols that people basically worship and serve is that image of the white Jesus, when he's not white. He's a dark skinned man. And then you try to serve Mary, and Mary, she's not even she's basically like a depiction of, Lucretia Borgia. She basically was the person that posed for that picture of Mary, when those are just idols. And our people, well, mostly Northern Kingdom, pray to Mary and kiss the idols, and do stuff at the idols' feet, and it's like all those things are statues. And I believe in scripture it said, how you gonna serve one of them gods when they can't even take care of themselves? I might be paraphrasing a scripture that I was actually read and told. I right now, I'm gonna say Salaki, I don't really know, but I do remember that it said that, how you going to serve this God when it can't even take care of itself? If it breaks, or if it becomes old, how is it ever going to keep itself up? Like, basically, that's what the scripture explaining, and that's how I understood it. Like, that God can't even fix itself. If bird poop fell on it, it can't clean itself. Somebody has to clean it. So how is that even a God? How is that even something that you should be worshiping? So anyway, and to read on to what this scripture is saying is, and if it seem either to serve Yahweh, choose this day whom you serve, whether the gods which your fathers served, which were idols, were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, which the Amorites are Canaanites, a clan of the Canaanites, in which land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that's the mindset that we should be in. We should say that in our house, we will serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And don't matter and it don't matter what comes after me, what happens to me. I'm gonna serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with truth and sincerity. And that's basically the end all be all to the entire thing. Like your mind should be just like, I'm the Lord, I'm with you, Lord, no matter what happens to me. So I'm gonna say that's it. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, Divine Still, the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers teaching in all truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. And I'm gonna say shalom. Shit.